Hello, welcome back to AG Engineering. I've got a job here today. I've got a Triumph timing cover. It's got a strip thread on the oil feed just there, and it's already been, I think, helicoiled and retapped and tapped again. Various attempts to fix it have been tried on this this timing cover. The original thread, or the thread of the banjo bolt I've got here, is 5/16 BSF. So I've got to get that hole there down to that size. The guy who's mentioned whether I could do an aluminium insert. I can have a go. I've tried threading aluminium inserts into an aluminium casting before, and it's not always been successful because it galls up. But I'll have a go. It'll have to be fitted in with some retaining compound. I do tend to use that one because it's 230 degree temperature range. That's hold tight retainer. So we'll fix it in with that. So the question is for that, say that hole there in the picture, is what thread do we go to? There's enough material around the hole to tap it to 7/16. It's already out to somewhere probably about 3/8 cycle or something like that, a fine thread in there that's already stripped as well. So I'm going to try and go to 7/16 Whitworth, because it's a nice coarse thread into aluminium and should hold well, I hope. I've got a pretty new CJ, sorry, Johansson Sweden die to thread the outside of the plug. I've got a collection of in my boxes here. I've got a collection of various taps. I haven't got a Whitworth bottoming tap, or not bottoming enough to get down there, but I've got an old taper tap that the thread feels good at the top of. So I'll chop that off and make a decent plug tap out of it, and we've got enough starter taps to get the thread going. That's a reasonable one. So I'll set this up in the milling machine, I think is the best place to do it, bolted to an angle plate. Yeah, I'll go and get set up in there and then talk you through through what the plan is with it. So I'll see you in a moment in the machine shop. I've got the timing cover bolted to an angle plate on the mill table, so we know that we're vertical in that direction there. Now to set it vertical, this way, I've made sure there's no burrs on that surface there that we can get to, and put in a little square flat on there with a ground true bar in the chuck, and we're vertical there. What I've done is tapped around with the mallet on this. It's bolted down the bottom here through the rev counter hole, and then there's another additional bolt just to support it. So that's going nowhere, and we're set up true. So now I need to locate the centre hole, which I can do with probably just with a centre. Actually, I'll just fit that into there. I'll get on to that next. There I've got spring centre in, and I've adjusted the table so we're just going nice and nice and concentric. Just move that over a little fraction more. Nice and concentric to the existing hole. That's it, and that's our location. We'll sort out a milling cutter now. Right, it's a 9.2mm drill in the chuck there for 7/16 Whitworth. Just double check that. 0.2. Yeah, it says 9.2 on one chart, 9.3 on another, so we'll go with that one, 9.2. I've got to go down 50mm here, my depth of cut. I've just lost my quill digital readout. Just give me a moment, back in a moment. That's it, bit of paper jammed in there, sorts that one. Right, the threads have been cleaned up with some brake cleaner and allowed to dry. I'm going to brush some retainer onto the male part of the thread. I'm going to coat it well to make sure it's fully covered. I'll just remove the excess once it's in position. I'm also going to put some into the hole there to be taken down as I screw the stud in place. This is high strength, high temperature retainer that's got good gap filling capabilities as well. And then once this is gone off, once this has gone off, I'll cut that excess piece off and mill it flat. So we'll give that time to cure now for an hour or so. It's had a little time to set. I'm going to cut this off in place. Just a little bit above the casting there. Okay, that's off. I'll set up for milling now. Just before I start milling, I've put the digital readout on. I'll zero that there, so I can unlock the table and then reset my original hole centre position. Okay, right, let's take that up. I'm going to take a very light cut because I'm only bolted at the bottom and I don't want it to move. Just going down to just skimming the surface of the original casting there. Lock the quill at that and bring the table forward, and say just taking very light. Very light cuts indeed. Still ever so slightly proud on there. I'll just go a little bit further down. Pass over it that way as well. Make sure we've got a good clean up, good flat surface. Okay, that's nice. That's just blended in with the original original surface there. See that? and all we've got is a slight little witness mark just round the back of where the piece of studding's gone into. Right, and next I'll re-establish my centre point and get ready to drill and tap for the 5/16 thread and drill through for the oil feed. I've got a spotting drill in the chuck there now, so I'll just put a little start spot on. I've re-centralised the table, so we're ready to commence with this. Okay. Now I'm set up for drilling the tapping size there. I'll be going in about, how deep do I need to go there? 15 is the full depth of the thread, which is the length of our plug. So we'll go to that. We'll go to the full depth of the plug. I've just got to be careful of breaking through on the other side. Close to the 11mm. I can feel the just starting to break through there. There, just through. Yeah. Just verify that by just squirting some of the cutting fluid through there. Yeah, that's coming through there just right. Okay. That one out. And now, as before, with the outside thread, to use the tap follower to guide us for the inside thread. Wind it down with the coil feed. Just flush the bits down, and then I've got to make sure everything's cleaned out thoroughly afterwards. Okay, I think we've got enough thread established to set the quill pressure out of the way. We'll just take that point out of the way as well. You see it's definitely disappearing, coming out the other side of the tiling cover. Okay, I'll take that out now and have a good look at it. We've done as much as we need to in the with it clamped to the milling machine. So I just need to have a slightly straight a little burr there. Get that with a hand countersink in a moment. Okay, I'll just deburr that and dismantle this and bring you back then. There's the finished result. The oil pipe banjo screws in nicely. I've cleaned through the gallery there, so we're clean of any debris or drill swarf. The guy will have to make sure himself as well and give it a good clean out, but yeah, the whole, I think, as they say, get that in the picture. Very pleased from what it was. It was very very badly damaged and sort of pushed out to one side and things, but we've got a nice thread in there now that'll do the job lovely. So that's it for that one. As ever, thank you for watching, and thank you for subscribing. I've had quite a few new subscribers recently. I think I'm up to 30 now as I make this video. This may be a few weeks in the editing, so that will have probably gone up again by the time you watch this. So thanks to everybody, thanks for the nice comments and that, and keep watching and keep enjoying, and I'll keep making more of the same. Usually motorbike, classic bike orientated seems to be the popular ones, so yeah, watch out for more. Bye for now.